As you guys saw in the last video, I completed my trip to the jungle and then spent 3 days getting back to Miske, and wow, did it feel magical to return home. So hard to keep this room clean because we're farmers. So difficult. So I just got back from Cochabamba yesterday, and I was greeted by Simon and the dogs and the kittens that aren't such kittens anymore. And right now we have 2 volunteers. While I was gone, a few came and went, but right now it's just me and Simon and Tom from Germany, who I met before I left.
My name is Tom. I'm from Germany. I'm 20 years old, and I'm in Bolivia for learning Spanish.
Mattia?
I'm Mattia, and I'm from Italy.
Who's only been here for like maybe a week. So I don't know if I've really like mentioned, but when I was at the plant medicine retreat, we were on a super strict dieta without salt, onion, garlic, anything processed, anything pungent, citrusy. Yeah, it was mostly like rice and beans and some veggies that were just steamed. No oil, nothing like that. So, and I fasted quite a few days for like 30 something hours before ceremonies. So I got skinny. Simon loves it. But I didn't wither away because we did yoga every single day. So I was able to still like not lose all my muscles, thank God. I kept my daily routine of yoga going for a while after the retreat, even with the volunteers, which felt amazing and strong. And then it was back to the daily farm routine of collecting seeds, planting, and pruning. I'm gonna come through here and lift up all of our tomato plants. All these tomato plants volunteered themselves. We had a tomato plant in the center, and I guess the seeds just kept dropping, and we have like, this place is just full of tomatoes. So I gotta go through and see if we have enough space to really host them all. And also, you know, you guys saw like a couple of videos ago, I harvested our Abba beans that before they die off, laid them out to dry and harvested them to sell. But we also want to test to see how they work as far as cooking them. Like if you soak the beans, and we're gonna test out cooking them tonight to see if that works. And I have like bags of vegetables sitting around of zucchini. Here's some of our cucumbers. Simon just gave away a whole bunch last night at a meeting. I harvested these before I left when they were really small because I was just too excited and I knew that they were gonna be growing like crazy, but they get pretty big. I'm just like in love with this farm right now. I'm like, maybe I need to leave and come back more often because it's been like flourishing while I've been gone. Or maybe just like when you're here full time, it's not as like obvious in such a short period of time how much happens so quickly. While I was gone, Simon, our neighbor Fernando, and several volunteers prepared the ground so that we could plant onions. Just cleared this whole area of parsley. All of this freaking parsley. We have arugula growing, and now we have all this space for something. We need to put an herb here that we use a lot in the kitchen because this is right next to the kitchen. The tomatoes, I think, are in a decent position right now. It's been super cloudy today, which is ideal for working out here in Miske because it's so hot when the sun is out and there's usually no clouds in the sky. But it's strange because it's been like this since I returned 2 days ago, but there's been no rain. It's like trying to rain, but there is none. And it only rained a couple times while I was gone, so we would love the rain right now. Okay, I'm gonna come tighten these up. Check these tomatoes out. Hey. These are pretty big. I would really appreciate some brilliant tips on how to direct tomatoes. This trellis system worked for a while until the plants got so big and heavy, and I constantly had to tie up new heavy branches even after pruning off the suckers. I'm considering growing them horizontally, maybe. So what I do that works for me is I'll tie it in like a half knot one time through, so it's easy to adjust when you need to, and do the quick release. So from here I can just easily whoop, and untie it completely to wrap it around more, or just to tighten it. I was so happy to see how much our garden spaces had been producing. You're so gorgeous, so gorgeous. Thank you, plant, for giving life and energy. I love you. During this cycle, we were abundant in courgettes, cucumbers, squashes, and zucchini. It was so nice to be back to my normal diet after the retreat. I've never appreciated seasoning and spices so much in my life. Because we have such a surplus in vegetables, we have been grading fresh veggies for the birds twice a day. I'm going to take you guys with me to feed the ducklings because they're just so darn cute right now. I cannot stand it. They're at like different ages. And they get super excited for feeding time. I saw Simon do it last night. I still haven't actually fed them myself since I've been back. So I'll show you guys how darn cute they are. So we were trying to get the ducks to be more on like a farm diet to where we don't have to buy feed. So if you guys have any tips on like what to feed ducks as far as like getting them all their nutrition, stuff that we can grow around the farm, it'd be really nice because they can fly through duck feed. Today we got a little cucumber and beets. Let's see if they love it.
And a hand tool and draw. You see it's on the rise a little bit.
Just doing 1, 2.
Just one. Like that.
It's actually my first time planting corn, I think. In Puerto Rico, we planted some while I was there, but of course, I was doing solar stuff. Hey, baby. That's my handsome guy. Oh, look, we got Freddie too joining us. You guys are not camera shy. Hey, baby boy, did you miss me? Did you miss me? Okay. Tom has been using the weed whacker all morning to clear our space that we use for camping and yoga. And it looks really, really good. So much better. This morning for me, I am collecting our guinea pig poop because while I was in River Alta, Simon got rid of the guinea pigs, which I have been asking for like a month before because we spend every day feeding them and harvesting alfalfa, and they just don't reproduce. Their poop is great, but they just use up a lot of our energy without really giving back. And we don't eat them either. Like Simon had them, you know, in cases of emergency, but we're fine without them. We have plenty of vegetables. So he gave them or sold them to someone. I'm not really sure exactly what he did with them, but I'm collecting their remains in their little house, which is like gold because we just had a bunch of onions planted by volunteers while I was gone, 5 or 6 rows, I think. So I'm just spreading the poop, like dusting the onions with them before Simon goes back, and I think he'll be covering the onions with some dirt this morning. I just got stopped giving poop to the onions. Let's try to save it.
Yeah, of course.
Are there any more? There was just one?
I think just one.
Yeah, I think she was like a harmless snake. We should try to save the
Oh,
baby.
but there's a cut.
Oh no.
Right there,
We may
really
take it
there.
to Simon. There's Fernando.
Es pequeño víbora.
Su bebé, ¿no ves?
Sí, es venenoso las víboras.
Es venenosa?
¿Qué es venenoso?
Okay, though we don't want it. It's venomous, poisonous.
Si te muerde tienes que...
Apparently, bilboas or katari in Quechua can mess you up pretty good, but not kill you. If you have more information on these snakes, I'd love to know more. I wore gloves while distributing the compost this morning because normally I would just work with my hands, but I knew I would come straight to the kitchen to process some food and kombucha. I didn't want any guinea pig poop under my fingernails, you know? While in the groove with farm life, much of my time consists of making videos, not just for this channel, but also our permaculture tutorial channel, along with other side projects for people and businesses. I most recently made a video for Pisatawa, the plant medicine retreat center I had just went to in the jungle. Just before Christmas, we received 10 days of rain in Miste. Our farm was fine, minus some overwatering, but our rivers really flooded, causing damage to nearby homes, animals, and crops, which is obviously devastating for El Campo to lose out on.
Another duckling, looks like day-old ducklings stuck in a sequia. Gonna go help them. See if we can find if they have a home, otherwise we'll adopt them.
Yeah, so we were just doing some chores, like he took out the trash, I was doing some compost, weeding, and he just came back from taking out the trash because he saw these ducklings. So we're gonna go ask some neighbors, I think, to see who they belong to and try to rescue them because they're in the sequia, which they're likely to drown there. Bucket without a hole. Check. And we need some type of feeding bag. Would be ideal for the mom. Hold down the fort, guys. We'll be back. Hola, buenos días. ¿Qué tal? Mainaya Kasanki.
¿Conoces alguien lo que está criando patos por aquí? Solo
Hay un pato y patitos. ¿Pata? ¿Una pata?
en la sequía.
Aquí.
Ajá. Con sus patitos.
Yeah.
No, saliendo de aquí, cocinera,
Yeah.
saliendo de aquí, pasando la calle,
Yeah.
subiendo ahí a la subida.
You think they traveled down here?
there's no water going past the property. And there's water going down here, then you take it here. Right? Is that like one day, right?
They got out.
One fell off.
Oh no, baby. It's gonna fall, babe. No, don't keep going, don't keep going.
It's gonna go, right? Okay, oh, there he goes. Oh, boy. Look at him go now. He's scared of the plant killer. Yeah. See that little champ swim. You'd get a stick and corral him. Got him. All right. We rescued one duckling. Are you coming this way? All right.
Where is it?
You just put it in the water here. You can see its mum.
Go. Slow down, mama. I tried climbing to where the ducklings are, but there's like this big prickly bush that was built to block from people coming in here. So yeah, the baby duckling is back with its mom. And supposedly there's like a breeder over here. So we're just gonna leave the ducklings alone, but we at least wanted to like make sure they were okay and not stuck in the sequoia. So, success. After a couple of weeks, Simon and I finally found a good day for something we have been wanting to do for a while. Okay, Simon and I are gonna try this out. Oh God. We've been wanting to float this river for weeks since it rained for like 2 weeks straight here and the river was way too strong. So now we're giving it a chance. And there's a big tractor. I'm gonna like run into the tractor. Okay, so as much as I would love to like use the GoPro while doing this, I'm gonna turn it off. So far, so good. This river was like raging with trees the other day. This isn't like a thing that they do here. Like, we did see one kid with a tube. Look at this kid. Yee-hoo! Oh God. This is freaking awesome! Ah! Yeah, baby! Okay, Simon just told me to go to the next part because it like stops down there. Oh God.
Selfie!
We don't have the ocean, but we got a river. We passed our home a while ago. We don't care.
Let's keep going to the Chicheria.
We're going to find the Chicheria. That's at the end of this Rainbow River.
If we got patellas, we can get some chicha, that's okay.
Yeah, I brought some money, thank God. I brought 50 Bs just in case. So we just got out of the river right here and had to walk up someone's property. So typical of Bolivia. They have sheep and everything. Just got out of the river right there. Now we made it up to the street and we're gonna walk home and pass by a chicheria. That's what we do. And we got chicha. I am truly so thankful for this life that is called to me and look forward to sharing more with you soon. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.